And I'm speaking to?
James Lopan from Boise, Idaho, and Fredericksburg, Virginia.
What brings you to Reno tonight, sir?
Well, I've been involved with Safari Club International for the last 13 years. It was through Safari Club International that I became involved with the Feed the Hunger program, and also through Safari Club International. I served 2 years in inner city Kingston, Jamaica, and 6 months in Africa with the United States Peace Corps. And right now, what we see here tonight is just a combination of a whole lot of people being out of work. There's not only those that are on the streets, but there are those that just, for the most part, can't feed their families right now because of the way the economy is. And so every year I do this, it just makes me, even though I'm disabled, it makes me that much more grateful for what I have and the things that God has given me. And I've always been one of those, once somebody always gives to me, I love to give back.
And that being said, so I mean, the fact that you do suffer from this disability, and the fact that
yes,
you're able to help people even in your infirmity.
Yes.
What does this mean to you personally? What keeps you going to do this?
It's doing things like this, seeing people. Because everybody always says that, well, I can't do this because I don't have enough money, or I'm hurting, or I can't volunteer over here. Anybody can volunteer anywhere. You just have to have a passion for it, and you have to have a full understanding of what's going on in life. I mean, America anymore, sometimes I think we're selfish. We take for granted. People wonder why, we are the best nation in the world. People wonder why we're starting to have difficulties we are. Well, this nation was founded on God and people helping people. That's exactly why our forefathers, created the Constitution for the United States of America.
And that being said, I mean, I imagine, being a member of a group that, it's helped out and having such a long tour of duty and helping people. I mean, what do you think is the solution to trying to get people back on their feet in this town?
The solution on trying to get people back on their feet is just all businesses, small businesses, large businesses, and volunteer organizations opening up doors and creating opportunities, even if it's not a paid position. Give them an opportunity to get involved. Give them an opportunity to get involved. I mean, every day you walk into a homeless shelter where there's another person that's looking for a job or looking for a place to stay. It doesn't always have to be relief organizations out in the public. We as citizens of the United States should open up our own homes and help our own families out. A lot of people right now are dependent on their own families because they're on hard times.
That's and that being said, I guess, what will you take back from you after? What will you take from this trip to Reno tonight?
Well, I take from this trip to Reno a new sense of self-worth. Because I'm fortunate, I've had work, and it's going to allow me to even realize how more grateful I am. It's not just all about hunting. Although I love to hunt, I love to fish. It's just about another opportunity to help someone else that is possibly in worse shape than myself.
Well, sir, thank you very much for your time. And if there's I want to ask one last question. Is there anything else I didn't ask that you want to say in this interview? You want to make sure people get across about tonight's event and the work you've done tonight?
We appreciate all the coverage, not just media-wise, but just all the advertisers, the hotels. We just appreciate anybody that comes out and support this. The Salvation Army. I mean, these people, they have, I don't know how many thousands of organizations around the world, and they're out here doing it every day when we're not.
All right. Well, sir, thanks very much.
All right.
Thanks, good night.
And I'm speaking to
Carol Miller. Carol is C-A-R-O-L-E. Miller. I'm the Community Relations Director for the Salvation Army of Washoe County.
And what happened here tonight?
The This was the 12th year that we've had the Feed the Hungry Feast for the Reno Sparks area, and it was a nice hot meal that was offered to anybody, whether they're homeless, underhoused, like in the 4th Street motels, somebody just looking for fellowship, companionship, or whatever. We invited all the folks from the shelters, St. Vincent's Dining Room, the men in our rehab program, basically anybody who needed a hot meal. And we saw quite a jump in numbers this year. Last year we had 1,450 meals, that's what we served. This year we were just shy of 2,000, so it was a huge jump.
Now, I mean, obviously, it's a good thing you were able to feed more people. But I mean, is it a good thing that you had to feed more people?
Actually, it's kind of a double-edged sword because we're glad to be able to help so many people. At the same time, it's sad to see the numbers increasing. That means more people are out of work and really needing the assistance. And you always hate to see those numbers go up because that means the economy is still bad, unemployment is still high, and we'd like to really see the numbers go down. We want to help everybody as much as possible, but we want to see our economy improve and these folks in a better position.
And that being said, I remember you were talking about when you guys first started this project about 12 years ago. I mean, how many people did you feed back then?
Quite a change. We started this event in 1999 with the Safari Club, and it was maybe 500-600 people, and now we're pushing 2,000. So it's changed quite a lot over each year. It gets bigger.
So I mean, albeit you're able to reach more people. I mean, albeit we're a bit of a rough economy. That puts a lot of pressure on you guys. And as I was talking to Major on the fact that that means that you have to ask for more to get more done.
That's right.
What more will you guys be doing in the community as the months go on?
Well, we just do everything we can. We have a social services department. People come in and they get food boxes all the time and clothing vouchers. And we have a referral list also, so for services that we cannot provide, like we don't do much in the way of rental assistance or utility assistance, we send them to another agency that can help with that, and maybe that agency doesn't do food and clothing like we do, so we all partner and hopefully meet most of the needs of the community.
And if I may ask, it's kind of a side question, because I noticed you have a very large facility up on Valley Road, which happens to do a lot in this town. How big is that facility, and what does that facility do for help you guys do?
Well, there's actually two facilities there. One is our production warehouse. That's where all the donations come in that are donated by folks in the community. And it's about 60,000 square feet, I think it is. It's quite a large building. It also includes the kitchen and dining room for our rehab program, and the residence for that rehab program is sitting right next to it. It was built right next door because most of our guys work in that warehouse. So it makes kind of a closer campus setting.
So essentially, it's kind of a home for those who don't have a home at the moment.
No, it's guys in our rehabilitation program.
Oh.
These folks, this is a 6-month drug and alcohol rehabilitation program, and it's been serving the Reno Sparks area for, actually Northern Nevada, for about 40 years.
Wow. I've always kind of wanted to know about that place on Valley Road, which now people do know about it.
We built that new residence. We were down on 2nd Street for good 35 years, and then in 2005 we built a new facility up there with the help of grants and so on, and the other building was just getting to be a money pit and just couldn't repair it any longer. It was too old.
And along that lines of being able to go out with services and with services and things you do for the community, if someone's interested in helping you guys out, what can they do to help, and how can they do that?
Well, we need a lot of assistance, especially with food. Food is a year-round need. It's not just for Christmas boxes or for an event like this. We always need food. People are coming in Monday through Friday asking for food boxes to supplement it. And they're emergency food boxes. They're not meant to supplement someone's income. But if somebody's really desperate, there's no food in the house, they've got children to feed, etc., they can come in and get a food box. And we do that year-round. So obviously we need food to be able to put in those food boxes. So anyone who wants to do a food drive, we'd be happy to accept that. It's very helpful, and obviously always monetary donations. We have a lot of different programs, and we need the ongoing help.
And with that being said, how can they reach you? I mean, is there a website they can reach you at? Or?
Our website is salvationarmyreno.org. You can donate online. There's information there about events and volunteering and so on, and just different ways that you can help in events and so on.
Well, Carol, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and have a great night.
Appreciate that.
All right.